2026 season. And we'll see Bijan Robinson. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Falcons and the Vikings, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we are in store for a great game today, everyone. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, along for the ride in this one. We love these kind of games, Brock, and that's because we got a pair of teams who've both gotten off to good starts this season. They find themselves with winning records as we now work our way through the front half of this schedule.
Yeah, we try to be pros, and every game, right, is a big game, but when you have teams that have gotten up to these starts, we know these are both playoff caliber teams. They look that way right now. And this is also a measuring stick game, and a great one where you don't have the consequences of lose and go home. Just a wonderful test for you, for me, for the fans, and most importantly, for those guys on the field.
Young Kweku has it all teed up, and we're underway in Atlanta. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
And all those touchdowns he had last week, Kate, he traded every one of them in exchange for a victory. It's team over individual for him. So even though he himself is coming off the exact type of showing you want, that kind of efficiency usually wins you games, you're not happy about it. And he will be focusing on rectifying those things here.
Able to find Hawkinson. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tackled by Rook Orororo.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Hawkinson reels it in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. Play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They're set up at the 35 now. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete.
This is one of those plays, Kate. I could just hear defensive buzzwords. Pursue, effort, run him down. Just a total effort defensively to knock that running back right out of bounds and put a negative yardage mark on the stat sheet.
And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. And after the play, one of the Falcons still out there injured. So we'll get a brief stoppage here as they check on him. Brian Anger getting the call on the 4th down punt. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out is a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. Out of your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
Here we go, shot. Check go.
Penix to the air to start us off. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. So that brings up second down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up third down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Third down, it's Penix. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. And again, it's Penix. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll head out of bounds at the opponent's 35. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Play action. Here's Penix. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he can't hang on to it in the end zone. Not an interception, only an incompletion. So they get it back. Second down coming up.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Here we go, here we go.
They go play action. Here's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, Penix. That one's complete to London. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. And with a half a football left to play, we can see already how close he is to that 100-yard mark in this game. Gotta think that he stands a good chance of reaching it with plenty of time left to go. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10.
Come on, set. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal.
Let's go now. Ready.
Penix here from the gun. He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
It's a loss of 9. Now second and goal at the Vikings 11-yard line.
All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They're hoping to convert here on 2nd and goal. Trying again following the sack. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, oh, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Now Penix on 3rd and goal. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Falcons get the game's first points here in the second. Drake London with the touchdown. Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game remains to be seen, Brock, but no doubt about it on that opening drive. He was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, Kate, I think it's twofold. Number one, this guy, you just know, you want to get that engine started because when it revs hot, big things happen for this offense. Number two, you felt like there were people there you could pick on defensively. And this defense, you better find some answers for this playmaker.
Koo with the extra point. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. And we're getting a look at the leaders in passing touchdowns this season here, where you will find his name among the top 5 right now in the NFL. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. A.J. Terrell making that stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. On play action now, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep the quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down. Ooh, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. So that brings up 4th and long. They'll go with another punch, which brings Brian Anger back to the field. He fields it at his 43. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Falcons and Drake London headed back out onto the field. Nice moves on the return. He gets 17 out of it. And the Falcons will take over. 1st and 10 from the 41. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And they're going to stop him after he runs it inside the 35. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. Staying with Robinson. He cuts it to the right sideline. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Another carry for Robinson. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Robinson on the inside give. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Falcons take a 13-0 lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in, Miss Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Coup on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. Coup all lined up and ready to boot this one away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Now after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face 2nd and long. Here's McCarthy to throw. Has his man. It's Addison. And it's a gain of 5 as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Here's a give up the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. He gets him 7. That brings up 4th down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Brian Anger, the one to send it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He's got this at the 27. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. Found his way through most of the kicking team. He picked up 25 on that return. And the Falcons are going to be in great shape as they take over. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
Penix on first down. And a man is there to knock that away.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Let's go.
Penix working from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Penix now. So this one on the defense.
Pass interference. Defense.
He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal.
Ready.
From the red zone now. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Falcons get more points to end a lopsided first half. Drake London with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Koo on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Return starts at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Vikings getting one more drive here before the break. And with field position and the clock against them, probably not going to see anything of substance here before halftime. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. That's the end of 2 in Atlanta. The Falcons really spreading their wings. They're out in front so far. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Panthers who are out in front. Deontay Johnson, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll jet north to Ohio to check in on the Browns at home at Cleveland Browns Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. Deshaun Watson has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And that one all tied. In the first half, it was the lefty, Michael Penix, who had it working. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far. but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Now he's York to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. The Falcons back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And he's already scored once this game, something he's made a bit of a habit of this season. As we see, he's among the league's best at finding that end zone. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Robinson, a 1st down and more. And he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on 1st. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. And this is now a 100-yard gain for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Here's Robinson up the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Robinson. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Vikings offense back to the field now. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive, 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. Okay, the wide receiver's gonna get it to begin the drive. And he's gonna go down right along the midfield stripe. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Looking to throw, McCarthy. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now.
Let's go.
On 1st down, they'll run. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 32. That's incomplete left side. This one intended for the running back. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. McCarthy throwing here. That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Katie York now on for the field goal. A 49-yarder in front of him here. Coming off the edge, and it's blocked! And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
This block right here, it's a product of preparation, effort, and determination. They attacked the soft spot in the line, and one of them was able to will his way through and get to the kick in time. Well done.
The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing Penix. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons blowing them out now, 34-zip. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Koo on now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Falcons continue piling onto this lead. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Braylon Trice there to meet him.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 31. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Falcons scoop it up. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, partner, we both know some decisions defy all explanation, and I'm throwing this one into that mix. They had the fumble, and they just chose to give it right back.
Yeah, and then some decisions allow an analyst to just shut his mouth and wonder aloud, like all of you.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. On the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. I've had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And a stunning loss there, Brock. He ends up in his own end zone. That is a wild safety. And that drive, Brock, I'm calling that the 2-2-2. 2 plays, 2 sacks for the defense, and 2 points for him as well, thanks to that safety.
You kind of felt it building, right? That's what happens with defenses. They can feel and sense, and they get that momentum. They get the first takedown, they come right back and get that second. Now it's imperative this offense responds because you've infused that defense with a bunch of momentum.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And they'll have great field position, Brock, after the unforced error on the kickoff.
Automatic first down.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Come on, set.
Handoff now to Robinson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Falcons football as we start the 4th. They hold a commanding advantage here. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Go.
This is Robinson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now the give for Bijan. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Let's go.
They'll run it with Bijan. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. The rookie from Florida in on that stop. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Here we go, set.
Here's a give to Robinson. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons throwing 6 more on the blowout. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. This was a clear passing down, Brock, and the run surprised all of us, and there it goes for a touchdown.
That's well said. Rewarded for going against the grain. Common sense analytics tell you throw it, but the surprise paid dividends.
Koo on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons tack on 7 more to their lead. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. 1st and 10, here's McCarthy. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw. It changed its direction.
Oh, look at this. Here he goes.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's caught for the 1st. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. Now it's McCarthy. Hutchinson reels it in. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, McCarthy. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he's continuing a great start to the season. You can see currently pacing the NFL in rushing yards. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Pitts brings it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Into the hands of Pitts. He's still going at the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Coup on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons continue adding on to that lead. Coup all lined up and ready to boot this one away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. One final shot here. Sideline shot is snagged by Hawkinson. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So for Brock Ewert, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.